This conference will now be recorded.
Hi everyone, welcome to our next video in our resilience building series. Today, Emily is going to take us through a practice in a skill called grounding.
So to begin, before we start our skill set, we wanted to kind of remind you of this slide, which we presented in the introduction video. So I want everyone to just take a few moments to maybe just look at this and think about how often you have been in that resilient zone today. And so just maybe note it in your head, 1 through 5, where you've been today so far. And then at the end, we're going to check in and do that again. So just kind of keep that number somewhere in your head, and we're going to move on to the actual skill set. So just to start and let you know what grounding is, grounding refers to bringing your attention to the body in the present moment. So you begin to notice how your body is feeling, or maybe how a part of your body is making contact with a surface. So you can stand, you can sit, you can lay down, find whatever position is the most comfortable for you. So just take a minute to find whatever is most comfortable, kind of settle into your seat. And as always, I invite you to close your eyes. And if you're not comfortable closing your eyes, just a gentle gaze down at the floor. So as you find that comfortable position, I want you to begin to notice how you're being supported by your chair, maybe by your feet, by the bed you're maybe laying on, by the floor, by the wall, maybe by your couch, wherever it is. Just notice how you're being supported by that thing right now. And as you do that, I want you to bring your attention to the places of support. So maybe your feet making contact with the ground, your bottom on the chair. And I want you to really begin to notice your breathing. Maybe you're starting to slow down a bit. Beginning to notice your heart rate. Maybe you'll notice as you're taking those big deep breaths and settling in that your muscles are beginning to relax as you do that. And notice any places inside that feel more relaxed, or that feel more pleasant, or more neutral to you in this moment. And really just allowing yourself to settle into your seat. Next, I want you to bring your attention to your back. Begin to notice your lower body. Maybe your thighs, your legs. And if you're sitting or standing, notice how your feet are resting on the floor. Notice how they're making contact with the ground. And bring your attention to the sensations that are calming or that are neutral within your body. And I want you to take your time with this one. And as you bring your attention to neutral or pleasant sensations, notice your breathing. Begin to notice your heart rate. And your muscle relaxation. Maybe your muscles have dropped. Maybe your heart rate has slowed. Or maybe the tension in your face has kind of been released. And if you become aware of an uncomfortable or even a painful sensation, shift your attention to the places that feel better. So focus on the more comfortable or neutral feelings. And as you do that, notice the change. And as a way to bring your practice of grounding to a close, I want you to slowly scan your body from head to toe, bringing attention to all the places inside that have changed in a more pleasant or neutral way since you started. And just take your time with that. And when you're ready, begin to bring your awareness back to the room, back to the space where you are. Maybe wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, kind of slowly begin to open your eyes as you feel comfortable. And if you need more time, go right ahead and just pause this video and take all the time that you need. And maybe begin to notice what feels different in your body now. Now that maybe your eyes are open or you're feeling more comfortable, maybe as you're adjusting back into the room. And then for added discussion, if you would like to continue with this, maybe just slowly scan your body again and notice places in your body that have changed in a pleasant way. So did you notice anything in your body? And maybe what did you notice about your breathing or about your heart rate during this skill?
I know that I felt a lot of tension when I really tuned into it. And becoming aware of that, I was able to breathe into the tension and really just kind of visualize like breathing into my back or my shoulders, wherever I was feeling that tensing. And then by virtue of that, my breathing also became deeper, and I was taking bigger breaths and more filling breaths that felt really good. And my heart rate did slow. I have my watch on, so I'm very aware of it. So that was a nice added bonus as well. So I definitely made use of the visualizing breathing into those areas, breathing into my shoulders, breathing into my back, and that seemed to help a lot.
Yeah, well, and just noticing that release as you went through it too. And the power of just, that was less than 10 minutes that we did that, and noticing just the way that you felt in the beginning and the way that you felt in the end. And then maybe in future moments too, when you start to notice that tension in your back, you can refer back to the skill and really breathe into it and be released in the moment of that tension. So just to kind of conclude what we were doing, we're going to go back or forward to the slide about maybe where you are in that resiliency zone after utilizing the skill of grounding. And then as a reminder, if you would like to utilize this app, all of the exercises and skill sets that we have used for this series is from an app called iChill, which was developed by the Trauma Resource Institute. And I have this on my phone and I love it. You obviously are welcome to replay these videos as often as you would like. And if you are interested, we have our support group on Mondays and Thursdays, and we would love to see you or talk more about any of the skills or things that came up as you went through these exercises. So as always, thank you so much for joining us, and hopefully this has brought you a few moments of mindfulness and you can go about your day and conquer the rest of it.
Thank you, everybody.